Hey guys, Randy here, and today I'm coming at you with another deck profile. It's been a while since I did one, but yeah, I've finally got my Buster Bladed deck all together with the new BOSH support. It's really looking to be quite an exciting deck. Pretty budget friendly, so yeah, you can make it pretty easily if you're a budget player. So let's hop right into the deck profile. As you can see here, I run one of the new guy, Buster Blader the Destruction Swordmaster, and 2 original Buster Blader. Now, I would probably run like triple of this guy if he was treated as Buster Blader while in your hand. Unfortunately, he is not treated as Buster Blader while in your hand, so you can't use the fusion spell while he's in your hand. You can't summon him using Buster Whelp by tributing Buster Whelp while he's in your hand. So, but you do need to be able to search one out, so you play one of them. Play 2 Buster Blader. There's quite a few ways of getting these guys to the graveyard. I play Prisma, double Prisma. They don't work on this guy because the fusion requires a Buster Blader. So, yep. And the other advantage to this Buster Blader, the original, is that it does gain 500 attack for each dragon monster your opponent controls. So yeah, I also play Foolish Burial and those type of things to get these guys in the grave. So that's basically my Buster Blader monster lineup. Now the best card in your deck, Buster Whelp of the Destruction Swordmaster. Must play 3 of it. It's a Stratos for the deck, just searches anything you want really. And better than Stratos, I guess Stratos did have a second effect, but it can tribute itself to summon a Buster Blader that is in the graveyard. On top of that, you can also send 1 Destruction Swordmaster card from your hand to the graveyard to special summon one of these guys from the graveyard if you control Buster Blader. So, yeah, it's a tuner, so you can go into some nice rank 8s. With him, he's also searchable via other methods, I'll get to them later. But yeah, he is really a must play at 3. Now the card that locks your opponent out, Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. He's a level 1 tuner. You can equip him to a Buster Blader that you control from your hand, and then special summon him after that to go into instant level 8 synchro, probably Buster Dragon. And while he's equipped to a Buster Blader, your opponent cannot summon from the extra deck. So a bit like Monarchs in that respect. Maybe not as effective as Monarchs, but still a very good card that you can equip to Buster Blader using Buster Dragon as a quick effect. And the reason you play 3 of them, I also play cards of Consonance, and yeah, you can always normal summon him. There's a lot of things you can do with this card. So yeah, must play 3 of. And the last Destruction Sword monster that I play is Wizard Buster Destruction Sword. He is really good. You can equip him once again, like the level 1 Destruction Sword, to your Buster Blader. His effect is you can send it to the graveyard to add any Buster or any Destruction Sword monster from your graveyard to your hand. So usually you would add this guy, so next turn you can normal summon him again. Or you can just keep it equipped to your monster, and then card effects in your opponent's graveyard don't activate. So Abyss Dweller and Domain of the Monarchs, basically, your Buster Blader. I don't run any of this guy. He's really not that good. I mean, I do side deck him. Maybe there's some matchups that you definitely want to run him, but there's not really many decks, and it doesn't have a good effect. Its secondary effect, sending it to the graveyard to increase Buster Blader by 1,000. Okay, now my main man, King Caballo. What a legend! Saved so many games. What it allows you to do is normal summon King Caballo, special summon Buster Whelp, tribute Buster Whelp, free Buster Blader. And then of course King Caballo returns to your hand at the end of the turn. Next turn, normal summon again, free Buster Blader every turn, or a tuner if you've already got a Buster Blader. So yeah, it's just insane, King Caballo. That's why you run 3 of him. Now next, this is actually a card that I'm thinking of taking out. It's Dread Dragon. It says when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add one level 3 or lower dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. So what you would normally do, you would set it, it gets destroyed hopefully, and you add Buster Whelp to your hand, because if there's one thing about this deck, it is inconsistent as anything. So I've just tried to get as much consistency as I could with these Dread Dragons, so you can add Buster Whelp to your hand, because he is the engine. You need him for everything. If you don't open him, you're probably screwed, which is why I run Dread Dragons. So yeah, that's them. Some more level 1s, heavy level 1 deck, Effect Veiler, it's a tuner, level 1. It's a great card in general that I would probably run in the deck, but it just has a lot more synergy. You can solo charge it, you can Kinkabio it, you can just normal summon it if you have a Buster Blader. So yeah. And the last monster that I play, BLS. Your entire main deck is basically light and dark, except I think for Dread Dragon, which is fire. So he is really splashable in this deck. Sorry, Buster Blader is actually Earth as well. But apart from that, Kinkabio is dark. This guy is light. This guy is dark. Yeah, the Elemental Prisma is light, of course. So he is just a really good boss monster to bring out. Now, what I would say is the trump card, Where Art Thou? Legendary cards saved me in a lot of dead draws. You know, you can just, if you don't know what it does, if you control a face-up level 1 monster, add one monster from your deck, add one level 1 monster from your deck to your hand. And during the end phase, take 2000 damage if you didn't normal summon it. So yeah, it's a bit of a damage problem, but what you can normally do, normal summon something like Kinkabio, activate Where Art Thou, add Destruction Swordsman to hand, or Buster Whelp, sorry, and Kinkabio gets returned to your hand. But it's better used in a lot of other situations. For example, you normal summon him. Normally you would search for this Blake, but that allows you, if you have Where Art Thou, you can search for maybe your Buster Blader, then activate Where Art Thou, and add this guy to your hand. Also, Effect Veiler, it's really, with all the level 1s you play, it is really essential. And I do play Chicken Game, so that 2000 damage may not occur. Just keep that in mind. As I said, I do play Chicken Game. Really, that 2 reasons. 1, Where Art Thou, and 2, I could not think of any other cards to fit in the deck, and I just wanted to make it more consistent, so... And I didn't, my friend has my upstarts at the moment, so just Chicken Game. Now, one of the big problems in this deck is, of course, the, this Destruction Swordmaster Buster Blader. You need to get it into the graveyard, so it's treated as a Buster Blader. Now, there's numerous ways of doing this. One of these is Twin Twister. Works super well with this deck, because, I mean, if you have either of these two in your hand, it's not a minus, because you're going to summon him anyway from the hand or the graveyard, it doesn't matter. Like, if he wasn't in the graveyard, you're going to summon him from your hand anyway, so discarding him is not a problem. You want him in the grave, so that's why 2 Twin Twister. The 1 fusion, a lot of people play more than 1, but there is really no need. You just search it with Buster Whelp, and you can add it to your hand by sending any card from your hand to the graveyard. So, really, there is no need to play more than 1. You can just add it back so easily with its own effect. It is actually ridiculous. Another way of searching Buster Blader, add 1 Buster Blader from your deck or graveyard to your hand, Emblem of the Dragon Destroyer. This is a card I would side out mostly, Reasoning. Otherwise they're just going to call level 1, but it can really help you get that Buster Blader out, or, you know, Buster Whelp, or anything really. Get that level 1 tuner out for you to synchro. But also it gets your fusion spell and your Buster Trap in the graveyard. So that's why I just play the 1 Reasoning. Now, a card that many people probably don't know of is Shuffle Reborn, released in Dimension of Chaos. It is not really that great of a card, but in this deck it can actually be used. So, if you control no monsters, target one monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. Also banish it during the end phase. That's its main effect. Its secondary effect is, you can banish this from your graveyard, then target one card you control, shuffle it into the deck, then draw one card. Also, during the end phase of this turn, banish one card from your hand. Its secondary effect, with a shuffle one card on the field and draw one card, you only use that if you're in a really tight spot, because you go neg at the end of your turn, unless you have no cards in your hand. But its main effect, so it's basically a monster reborn if you control no monsters. So what you could do, you could Foolish Burial Buster Blader, Shuffle Reborn, Special Summon it, Normal Summon Buster Whelp, or this guy, or equip him to Buster Blader, either way. Then go into Buster Dragon. Also, if your opponent just cleared your field, or you used Prisma to send Buster Blader to the graveyard, and you don't have Buster Whelp to tribute to summon him, this is basically just another way of getting Buster Blader out. Otherwise, it requires 2 tributes. Cards of Consonance, you have, 6 targets in deck, so why not? Monster Reincarnation, another way of getting Buster Blader to the graveyard. It's not really a neg, and it can get your Buster Whelp back to your hand, effect failure, so on. Foolish Burial, self-explanatory. 1 for 1, self-explanatory. Soul Charge steals games in this deck because of all this synchroing you do. My goodness, what a legend of a card this has been. Yeah, it's just insane. With a Buster Dragon, being able to just summon him, use its effect twice per turn. Yeah. And I only run 2 traps. Destruction Sword Flash. I can't say I've used its main effect a lot, but I have used its secondary effect where you can banish this card from your graveyard to negate an effect that targeted a Buster Blader, and if you do, destroy it. And I play 1 Ultimate Providence, just another way of getting Buster Blader to the graveyard, to be honest with you. And it is a nice cantrip. So, yeah. Okay, let's head to the side deck. I run 2 of this guy. To be honest, I don't actually recall going into even 2 of them. You really don't need 3 of them. Yeah, there's just no need. You hardly even summon him, to be honest with you. I'll show you the main plays in a minute, but yeah, he's an alright card. He is really good, obviously, to get out. He is your ace card, but I don't really get him out all that often. I run 2 Buster Dragon. I probably should run a 3rd. I haven't needed a 3rd that much, but I can see why you would probably need a 3rd one. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane, and Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, and Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, it's basically just Buster Dragon plus 1 tuner, or 1 Dark Dragon type Synchro and a tuner, and you can get 1 face-up effect per turn. So if your opponent plays Regeki, you can negate Regeki's face-up effect that turn, so your monsters don't get destroyed. And when it deals damage, you can summon a tuner. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane, basically this guy plus a tuner, and his effect is you can tribute 1 monster you control to summon a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend from your graveyard, so you get both of them back. And his effect is when he deals damage, summon 2 tuners with different names, 1 from your deck and 1 from your graveyard. So really, you want to get him out as soon as possible, so you can have some negation power because you don't play much back row, and then you just get this guy for more attacking power, because it's not that hard to get him out after you've gotten this guy. The rest is really just generic rank 8s. Skylight Red Dragon Archfiend. You can also summon him with Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Same with this guy. Same with this guy. Great rank 8, of course, Crimson Blader. That's pretty self-explanatory. Enlightenment Paladin from BOSH. I don't. It's not that good. I hardly ever go into it. I can't recall going into it really, but it is useful, and it's Paladin, sort of like Buster Blader, I guess. So yeah. Stardust Dragon, self-explanatory. Scrap Dragon, self-explanatory, and Colossal Fighter. With the warriors you play, it's extra useful, so that's why I run him. Yeah, the deck's main problem, I would say, is definitely consistency. If you don't open with this guy, or some way of summoning Buster Dragon first turn, you're in a bit of trouble, but it can lock your opponent down heavily with this guy and this guy. So thank you guys for watching. If you would like to see different deck profiles or any other content, please let me know. I would appreciate it if you liked, comment or subscribed, because I would appreciate the support, I guess. And thank you for watching.